Thanks, Eric. I have this at the top of my script too to check if I'm muted. From the top. Hello and welcome back to Bushwhacker Weekly with just Nick. Everyone's laughing. Everyone, I didn't have the chat open, so I appreciate if you were yelling at me the whole time. Yeah, cool. Oh my god, thanks, Eric. Eric knew. Ooh, gotta stop blushing. So, you know me, Bushwhacker Weekly. It's Nick. Always has the mute on, despite my notes. I'm gonna highlight this. I'm gonna highlight in red. Anyway, you know me, active developer of the game Bushwhacker 2. Your programmer, content designer, community manager. Typically with me is Georgia. She's away today, but she has blessed us with a new coloring sheet, which I'll show you later. Thanks, Eric. And behind the scenes, we have Sasha moderating the chat. I hope you enjoyed the visual-only medium for the first 5 minutes of the chat, the stream. As always, this is hard doing this for a second time. Oh, my energy's sapped. There's a coupon code at the top left of the stream. It's called Carnival 2 Hydras, talking about the transition of from one event to the other. You can redeem that for in-game for a Questra Satchel to supplement your adventures across Bushwhackia. And I'll be here for the next hour or so to answer your questions, chat, and go over the news. But first, so we're doing this a second time. So submissions. We don't have a lot. We haven't had a submission coloring sheet for you to do for quite some time, but 2 people have graciously done the classic, the first Autumn Griffin coloring sheet. So we've got Julie first. As I was saying, just to myself privately, while you were all watching, I love the blues here. It's very vibrant on the wingtips here. Pops quite well with this yellow. I was complimenting Whacked Crafter on, I'm assuming you're the one scanning these, and I think this turned out pretty well on your scanner. Lots of the colors. I love the texture that still comes through here. It's good stuff. Excellent choice on palette here. Yeah, Printmaker's right. I got vaccinated 2 days ago, and I guess it's really hitting me. That explains it. Totally. Thanks for the escape, Printmaker. And we have one other submission from Whacked Crafter. This one's wild. This one's topical. It's the Autumn Griffin here in the top right corner, visiting the carnival event, which was happening when they drew this. And of course, the Autumn Griffin loves carnivals. Great job. Really interesting palette. Can I zoom in here? Oh, there we go. No, it's not going to zoom in there. Bad application. Anyway, I love how you've changed the outline on the Autumn Griffin here to that teal color. It looks really cool. And a nice lion colors. The kind of golden bronze fur tone with a more yellow kind of mane. And very poppin' red and blue highlights. I like it. Incredible Goblins would be more worried if I wasn't muted. It'll be weird times. I hope I get there. That is a goal. That's a goal. Whackcrafter says, Julie says thank you. She figured out scanning and she has tried new colors. Oh, that's excellent. This was Julie's, by the way. It's good stuff, good stuff. And Whackcrafter says that they were using the color palette from the clown. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got the white face paint and everything. And the pink eyes. That's nice. Good touch. Way to tie that in. Flanagan says carnivals and carnages. Incredible Goblin says nice submissions. Very good. Very good stuff here. Barb Zach, I will cheer up. Maybe one day I won't mute myself. But either way, I should be used to it by now. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Thanks for the submissions. Next, I will show you... Actually, I made a cool new page on the thingy. Transitioning to news. The news! Welcome to the news! So first... Oh, spoilers. Okay. Autumn Griffin. Show. Close. Lion Cat! This is the one Georgia made for us. I think this was last year's, 2020. Possibly one of my favorite topical event pets. It's the cat wearing a lion suit. The description is, hear its little roar. It's great. That's already uploaded on the media page. You can see it on the forum too, so get color on that. We'll showcase it hopefully next week. Just check for comments. I'm bad at window management today. Psst, vaccine Nick. Psst, vaccine. Oh, should I talk about that? Or are you saying it's my excuse still? Barb's X is, oh, cute. Hee cute. Georgia rocks. Georgia does rock. This is cute. Can't wait to see your submissions for it. It looks great. Oh, excuse. Thanks for the maker. Yeah, I'll be way better in 2 weeks when my vaccine's fully underway. I'll be 95% immune to the common variants. I'm not a doctor. Don't believe me for these numbers, but I think that's what the nurse told me. Anyway, enough about my vaccine. Enough about this adorable lion. Let's do some news. I'm just going to have the game up in the background. I might even play through some of the mini event happening right now, which I'll talk about now. Soon. Oh, first of all, we have a question from Whacked Crafter. Thanks, Sasha. Did you get my email on a missing player? Did you get my email on a disappearing player? I think I've got those. I've been really busy writing some scripts and working on the endless dungeons, but I hope to catch up with all that and any kind of leftover tickets next week. But nothing seemed super critical. I hope that's not critical for you, but I'll catch up with that soon. My first hunch on it is, I think you said something about like, right, it was like your friends weren't reciprocating. They sent you a gift, but you couldn't see them for a friend gift. Yeah, I'll have to poke around that. I'll check out your account. Could be like a platform account versus a in-game account, so we'll see. Thank you for the reminder. Barb Zach's asking if we're showing Georgia pics today. I'm still gonna wait until she's on stream because that's the best time to see people, to see the art about you done by the people while you're present. Otherwise, kind of like talking about it behind your back. I don't want that. I don't want that. My runes. Barb Zach, that cat is in a costume. We have to talk about your runes. Oh, listen, my current account isn't the best, but my dev account, I'll tell you, it's something else. It's hacks, you might even say. 1DD safe. There's no way for you to swap a pet. You can either submit a ticket, and then I can easily do a swap via the data, or if you're looking to buy one, if you buy the one that you wanted, then you'll own that one and you can keep it. If that helps. Gosh, maybe I should have shown you my account after the news. I'm gonna hide it for now because you're all just tearing me apart here. Here, look at the cat again. Okay, news. It's happening. News is happening. So, you might have noticed Georgia is out today. She's doing fine, so don't worry about that. She'll be back. She did gift us with this new coloring page. It's fantastic. Can't wait to see what we do with it. As I mentioned, we are still hanging on to your Georgia submissions. You did the little Georgia sketch, like there was one done of me. We've got I think 5 or 6 of them. So if more people want to do them, now's the time, and we can showcase them all. I'll have at least until next week to do those, so get on that. You might have noticed that the Creature Collector is back. That's the mini event, Coppers of the Creature Collector. And this time they're back with 3 gemstone-esque Hydra pets to train. Georgia did a fantastic job with these creatures. I really like how she took, so it's originally like a magma, it's got like the crusty rock flesh, and then underneath it's usually magma, but she's redone them to be like an opalescent, gemstone-y one. One that I thought looked very like onyx, so like comes in black and white, and then another one with this kind of more crimson undertones, which I called the cinnabar. So they're all very gemmy. It's really cool. Anyway, you can head to the event area and get that started, and I'll show some of that more later in the stream with my game. Maybe I'll socket some runes, show you some rune crafting. And for the development timeline, we've got Dog Days at the summer event happening in August. I believe it's on the 2nd or so Friday, as per usual. So look forward to that one. It's one of my favorites. You get the pool party, you get the critter racing on the sidetrack. It's really cool. And I'm working my way through the Endless Flux dungeons. It's taking a bit longer than expected, but I'm trying to make sure that I implement the feedback you got from us from the Lost Woods mini event, which we did a few months ago. That was all very insightful, and it involves adding a couple of new systems and some tweaks, so it's more programming work. So that's why it's taking a little longer. But I'm excited to get that out to you, and then after that's done, I'll set my sights. Georgia and I will set our sights on the Prismatic Passage Part 2, which people are already asking about, because I think people are reaching the end of Part 1. And we've been getting great feedback from that. People seem to really like the color palette especially. I know, Bobby, are you in chat? You would ask me to put the really unexpectedly adorable spider that you see wandering the fields as the flux one. So you see that instead of the other two. I thought that was fun. Usually we get very bad feedback from the spiders because they're scary or people have arachnophobia, and it's unexpected. And also, Georgia has hashed out what pets are going to be in Generation 14. So she's going to be cracking down on those. We'll get those out, hopefully, I think the plan is for August. And we've also hashed out some various items to add to the stores around Bushwackia, because that's been a pretty frequent request. Particularly for veteran players, they want some more stuff to spend their money on, and we got so many stores. We got Amicus stores, we got the casino store, we got the various wandering merchants, we have the Flux, and the Burglary Boutique. So those are the ones, and the VIP store. So we're going to be adding some stuff to those. No timeline on that one. I think our priority is going to be Gen 14, and then we'll see where we can fit that in as we chip away at the Endless Dungeon and the Prismatic Passage. So that's the news. Any questions? No questions? Oh. Well, Didi, I don't mind if you want to submit a ticket and swap it, but I respect your respect. It's just very respectful. Oh yeah, Whacked Crafter had a cool maze on your island. That was fun. Get the gnomes going. Oh, has anyone used the we added some surfaces to chairs and some more tables, so I hope you've all been able to use those. We did. You'll be able to see a list of them in the changelog, or the release notes, which we put on the blog. I forget exactly which ones, but I think Flybaby and Whacked Crafter and I think Barbzak made some support tickets with specific requests for things to get surfaces. So thank you for doing that. That was great. Cool. Yes, Dragon Memo, as Whacked says. I'll be looking into that hopefully next week. So sorry for the wait on that. From the description, I'm not exactly sure, but I wonder if it has to do with platform friends versus in-game friends. And you might want to check your friend limits. Maybe one of you is over and the other one's under. Could be something like that. Okay. Before I get... No, I can wait. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go over some topics brought up at this week's forum Q&A. That's done on the forum, typically every Wednesday. This time it was done on Tuesday. And so you can look at that at any time, see what people brought up, see what answers I made. We do in-game announcements, so you should see a little pop-up in the bottom left corner when it's there. It's like, ask the developer your burning questions in this week's forum Q&A. Anyway, lots of cool stuff, and we've archived all the past ones there. I think we're at like 30 different. Okay, we've done 27 different forum Q&A threads. That's a lot. Yeah, so feel free to review those or look at them or post at them. Taking a sip of water. This vaccine makes me thirsty. Is that what I was supposed to say, Printmaker? Quote, it's more programming work. That's what I said and I stand by it. New sentence, maybe. That's weird, Whackcraft. Yeah, I'll look into that again. Sorry, just catching up with chat here. Chatty bunch. Great guess. Yeah, great guess is a question, a quick question. Flux 20 got 3 trinkets. Then after that, 5 dust. That was supposed to get all the trinkets before the dust. Did that change? There should be 4 trinkets to get from the Flux Part 1. The other 4 will come with Part 2. So they're based off of the trinkets that you actually find in the Prismatic Passage Part 1. I forget which ones, but there are 4 of them that you get, including the craftable ones and the ones that unlock and you buy from the general store. So in Part 2, which will have 3 new zones, you'll get the remaining 4 trinkets from that area, and then when you get back to the Flux after that, then you'll have the Flux versions available from the chest. But in the meantime, yeah, after you get those first 4, you're going to be just picking up dust. Picking up dust makes it sound really worthless, but no, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's Flux dust. Anyway, yes, the forum Q&A. So this week, a couple things came up that I thought it would be cool to reiterate. Lots of people have been asking for an easier way to sell mounts. Keeps coming up. Yes, I want that in the game. I want that in the game for you, and I want it in there for me. So, it's been requested for a few years now. I'd like to get it in on a future quality of life update. Specifically, some suggestions have been to make releasing mounts like releasing pets. So when you talk to the Pagus rep on the right there near Misty, he has his own like pop-up where you can like click and select which pet you want to choose, and then you can keep doing that with that pop-up. So doing that for the mounts would make it easier than having to navigate Clint's like really nested chat dialogue prompts. And then if I have time, it would be cool to take it one step further, because people have been asking for a faster way to release pets as well. Just to have it so you can, you click it and you open up your pet inventory, and then you can just click more than one. So you can release a whole group of them at the same time, and then get all the rewards from those. That'd be cool. Those are always a little bit more work because players obviously want to see what they got from that. So you often want to have like not quite a history list, but like a list afterwards of like, you got these from these pets at these chances or something. Because usually when you pick a pet, it has the breakdown of like, you have 12% chance to get common DNA or uncommon DNA, etc. So representing those odds for multiple different pets at multiple different levels is either going to have to be like an average, or we'll show you like a whole bunch specifically, and then you get the results. Anyway, yeah. Printmaker, yeah, Clint is a wordy guy. Such a wordy guy. Printmaker has a question. Have you folks considered adding more pets for Amicus tokens to the stores? That's like, I think we have a rotation specifically of like the robot, the ghost, and the cube, and another one. That's a good point. I'll note that down. I can talk to Georgia, see if we can throw a couple more in the rotation. For sure. Hey, Printmaker enjoyed the guest stream with Mark. Mark's a great guy. Glad you enjoyed him. It's cool giving the developers some spotlight because they're usually just working in their dark cave in the dark magic that is programming. So it's nice to give them kind of a spotlight. And Mark's dabbled with a lot of the fun systems you play with the game. As you saw, as we talked about, like the mini golf wouldn't exist without Mark. So yeah, it was really cool having him on there. The developer dungeon. That's right. Incredible Goblins. You're a coder. You know what it's like. Whackcrafter loves their flux dust so they can upgrade their super flux trinket. Of course. Perfect. One thing we're looking to do with the Endless Flux dungeon is kind of buff up the flux store as well. Add some more interesting things there. And it might have its own store related to its own currency. Anyway, you'll see more about that later on. Right. Yeah, so that was about, on the forum Q&A, about easier way to sell mounts. Talked about that. Thanks for bringing that up, whoever that was. That sounds disregarding. You know who you are. You know who said that. There was also a request for new crops and new fishing bait. I was planning on either adding them later in the Prismatic Passage or in the next region update, which Georgia and I have loose ideas about that we wouldn't dare share at this point. But yeah, we'll see how part 2 of the Prismatic Passage shakes out and see if there's if it makes sense to add any of these there or if wait to the next one. I know we've added some special baits for like fishing in the acid pools and the dead pools. But I believe this person's asking for just a new tier of general bait, which I believe the last one you find in a secret bonus area. So we'll look at adding a tier above that. That maybe doesn't make me blush when I say it together. Yeah, and same for crops. I think there's a few, people always ask us to fill out some of the grow times that we're missing. I think 15 is one we haven't filled, 15 hours. So we'll see if we can do some of those. They did suggest something like tofu. But I guess that would be, what's tofu come from again? I know this. It's a bean. Oh, someone will help me. Soybeans. Thank you. Wow, why was it so hard? It's a vaccine. Printmaker. There you go. Rayat 63. It seems the code is invalid. Remember, this code is only valid in Bushwhacker 2. If you're trying to redeem it in a different game, it won't work. Sorry. Dragon Memo says the truth. The black magic is the only one that kills glitches. It's true. And they're locked in an eternal struggle. Yeah, soybeans. Let me know if you have any other crop suggestions. I know we've done quite a few, but there's also so many more plants in the world. So varied. But we do have... It sounds like we have a lot when you say we have 9 years of crops, but it's really just like, I don't know, 20. Anyway, yeah, we'll add more of those. Another thing that was brought up was adding new dirt plots specifically, past the 20 you already have. Doing so has some balancing concerns because we have to really measure and balance what you can gain when you farm all these crops. There's lots of spreadsheets and numbers involved, and it's all really complicated. But I do agree, like lots of people brought this up when we added the Lake Island, because you have to unlock the different areas on that property, which is, it gets quite expensive, a little, quite more expensive than the ranch itself, because it's a higher tier. So attributing something with that would be, I think, fair, and I like the idea. It's another design space, another system to involve. I think I remember Bobby slash Eliz talking about maybe doing like another dirt plot that you can only plant certain other things. I think they were talking about like more cosmetic items like flowers, spring garden style. Yeah. Oh, AP Brown says regular gem plots. Interesting, interesting. AP Brown also asks, will there be gems above diamonds? I haven't thought about that, but we are reaching a peak. I mean, it's the whole gem gamut is very exponential, so it might not be too much of an issue to keep going with that. Any suggestions for what gem would be beyond diamond? I thought of platinum, but that's a metal. That doesn't count. Waxcrafter has a suggestion. Can we have a quantity toggle to transfer between inventory and the TARDIS instead of clicking one at a time? It takes me 5 minutes to move 200 tiles from one to the other. It would be so much nicer if we could just put in a quantity. That is a great suggestion. It sounds familiar. I think you might have brought it up before, but it's good to bring it up again. Yeah, I think that would be very handy, especially as when you have 200 tiles and you're going to have a lot of tiles because you like to paint the floor with them, then you would want an easier way to move them around. For sure. One second. Still 1 second. 2 seconds. 3 seconds. I'm just writing it down in case I haven't already written it down. I'll double check. Bing, bang, bong. All right, and we have a question 7. Printmaker says, I noticed the combined trinket making up the gilded reliquary has 8.6 for most bonuses except mana, which is lower. Was that intentional? That is not intentional. Someone actually submitted a support ticket about that, and it's been fixed on dev, so it'll go out with the next update. Sorry about that. Very observant. Alexandrite. What on earth does that look like? Ooh. It's... Whoa. A color changing variety of chrysoberyl. That's fun. That's fun. Eva Brown says, what gems are more precious than diamonds? In reality, there are many gemstones rarer than diamond. The lighter side of gemology, tanzanite, Burma ruby, jadeite, alexandrite. Well, let's do for alexandrite. Bermuda, tourmaline, emelite, cashmere sapphire, and natural pearl. Ooh. Good suggestions here. Good suggestions. Again, I don't know if I'm actually going to add those. We'll see. That's another designy numbers thing that I've got to go big brain on, you know? Oh, crop suggestions from 1DD Safe. Parsley, coriander, mint, rosemary, basil, chili peppers. Nice. Delicious. I'm hungry now. A prismatic gem, if you will. Huh! Oh, I think that's like a trinket already. Odd question. How did you decide on the max values for certain trophy items for Natalie? Oh, the max value that they get. It's that's. I believe the max value is literally the maximum value in integer, which has how we store that number can be, yeah, in the database. I think it's big int. Which is why I've been wanting to actually do a completely new suite of trophies. We'd kind of archive and still have a scoreboard for the old ones so people don't lose their wonderful work. But we'd have a new suite of trophy items that you can collect to kind of reinvigorate the trophy collecting scene. Google is also my friend, Eva Brown. I use a lot of it for ideas. All right. Rhubarb for energy. Whoa. Sorry, that was a suggestion from Whacked Crafter. All right, moving on to the next thing that came up on the forum Q&A was, adding some more places to decorate. So I love this idea. I love the idea of adding more permanent places for you to decorate. Some suggestions have been for like a basement or a cellar and maybe a barn. The discussion is like, should this be a ranch item on that you can place around wherever you want, and then you click on it and then you enter it? I think that was kind of I think that'd be the funnest. Gives more flexibility to the layout and how you want things to work. And these things aren't necessarily tied to your house, so I think it makes sense. In a perfect system, you'd be able to place your stairwell in your house too, but we just got it fixed on the right side. I think that was just the simplest way to do it. So yeah, I'd love to add these things in the future, and I even had some dreams about integrating them with like future content. So maybe like you'd help like design a city, so you get these special items just for that one, and it'd be like its own area to decorate, like you've seen like the haunted house and stuff. Because you were all so very creative, and I just want to give you more stuff like that. Also had the idea for like on the zoo, you could have like a cafe, and you could decorate that, and you get bar stools and beverage counter and cafe things, hipster art, bandstands, you know. So we'll see where we go with that. Currently the focus is still on Prismatic Passage and the Endless Flux, but beyond that, who knows? Answered that question. Eva Brown asks for some new AI quests. Yeah, I guess it's been a while, huh? Getting a little stale. I think I saw in chat someone says something about like instead of coconuts it would be, I might still have that up. I think it was a joke though. I don't know. How about 52 lime pickup instead of 52 coconut pickup? But yeah, I'll consider that. Thank you for the suggestion. What about giving a reward for the theater? This has come up fairly regularly. I would love to attribute some kind of collection mechanic to watching them. Like perhaps you could do a catalog and maybe people could like vote on which one's the best. Like a 5-star system or something, maybe like poking fun at high-nosed theater performance stuff. You could earn like those like monocle, those like the tiny glasses on a stick. You could get some of those or masks. I like that idea. Yeah, it's just a matter of, it's just a matter of finding time and carving out time for that. But if there's any kind of like World Theater Day, I love trying to tie things into that kind of stuff for like a mini event. So if you know of anything like that, I know Google's my friend, but I'll make you do the work for that one. Carolyn SS79 says, I'd love to use the Flux Super Trinket again. Could we remove the gold boost? You're not the only one to say that, and I've actually had some suggestions to be able to like fully customize each bonus on it, kind of like what you do with the mounts. But that's, while we have that tech for the mounts, attributing that to a trinket might be a little unprecedented in the system, so I'm not sure how steep of an ask that is, but I was actually going to poke around that with the flux, just see how hard that would be. So maybe, because I know people are really big. Well, veteran players are really big into the negative gold. Whoa. Oh, speaking of negative gold, if you haven't noticed, I think one of the Hydras has a negative gold bonus. So there's that. And Printmaker is going to bribe me with cookies for a plain t-shirt. You'll have to bribe Georgia, so we'll see. I'll add that to the list, though, and I'll poke her about it. Usually it'll be like, Georgia, the players won't stop complaining about not having a plain t-shirt. She'll be like, okay. She'll add it. What kind of cookies are we talking about here, though? What about making pool items go on the water? I know this one sounds so obvious, like it should already be a thing, but I think water isn't collidable, which is a weird thing to say in real life, but in the game, that's just a limitation, so you can't walk on it. But having some things be able to walk on it, something's not. The short answer is may require tech. We'll have to investigate, but I agree, like intuitively, and for decoration, it'd be nice to be able to throw some floaty things on the pool for sure. And that would be a very cool, very appropriate addition for Dog Days of Summer, since you get lots of pool items there. Maybe, ooh, I'm gonna make a note specifically with that one. Please hold. Please enjoy the wonderful background music while I do this. Still hold. Still hold. Keep holding. Okay, no more hold. What are Georgia's favorite cookies? I don't know, but she will often bake things and bring them in. Oh, I keep thinking like those cookies with like jam on the middle. But she likes to make like cupcakes with cream cheese icing, which is one of the best things I've ever tasted in my entire life. And like a lavender loaf, kind of like a cake. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But maybe save that question for her next week. Dragon Memo suggesting maybe you can use fake water tiles for the pool things. Maybe that might work. Mayhaps. Oh, bye 1DD safe. You might have left already. Wow, 2 a.m. Long haul. That's showing up. I dig that. Okay, I talked about the permanent places in the zoo. Yeah. Oh, and of course, Flybaby's been very diligent about this. I think Barbzak also asked about the ranch themes, specifically not working on the Lake Island, or not being different. So to be able to add a separate theme / skin for the Lake Island versus the ranch, which would be great. This has been on my to-do list for a long time, and I really want to add new ones specifically for it, like a tropical theme for a tropical island. You can pretend you're going to the Bahamas. Maybe like a haunted one. We have a lot of different tile palettes to pull from, so it'd be cool if we could just add a theme for each of those. But they do have the requirement that they have to map to like has water, which I think most of them do. I think the cave has lava. No, I think it also has water. Anyway, yeah. I'm also gunning for that for the quality of life update. So sorry it's been so long. It would be great to kind of do a general ranch update where you get, you finally get search bars, categories for your ranch inventory and search bars for the ranch store, and some other improvements like like we can solve the dirt plot thing as well as get the ranch themes, just kind of make the ranch more fun. Oh, and Whacked Crafter's storing improvement, the quantity thing. Yeah. 1,000 island theme to complement. Dang, Incredible Goblins, that's funny. Incredible Goblins said, for anyone who didn't see it, what about a 1,000 island theme to complement the ranch? Delicious. Oh, that gave me a chuckle. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, damn it. Dang it. I should have just called the Lake Island the 1,000 Island. Oh, that was the joke. That was the good joke. Well, that ship sailed like 2 years ago. Are there any aircraft mounts beside the hot air balloon? No. Oh, I want to give like a rocket. I think a rocket would be cool. We could just repurpose the mount. The bison and the moose are like the pets. They're riding rockets. Do that for the player. There might already be one though. I think someone suggested a blimp, but it would just completely obscure the player, and that's basically just like a long hot air balloon anyway. The surfboard, yes. Yes. Would you consider a flying dragon an aircraft? Okay. Yes. One thing that came up in... I think this is just in my mind. It's been haunting me, the costume drinks. I know they've got some few issues, like they swap out your sword, which has your runes in it, which really sucks. And if you have too many at once in sequence, then you won't get your old costume back. So people don't really want to use them. So that's one of my higher priorities on the quality of life update, is to fix that and make them fun again. And maybe let you sell the sugarless ones or upgrade them somehow, perhaps. That'd be fun. But I haven't forgotten about these. And the list is massive. And Whacked Crafter's doing a very long conga line. Yeah, the broom's flying. Yeah, I don't have the database in front of me, so I can't really check. Although you could look at... You're probably just cruising Clint's mount collection. That'll show you all of them. All right, well, we have 15 minutes left. I'm going to show you the update you've probably already seen. I'll walk through the new creature collector. Let's see. Hide photos. Check out my sweet threads on purple and pink. This ostrich. I don't know why in Bushwhackia the natural color of ostriches, both the pet and the mount, are purple. It's weird, but I like it. It's cool. I think if you know old Russell Denton, he had beef with them not having the natural color gray, so we added a rare variant that is gray colored. So everyone's happy. A griffin mount that flew. I think there is one whacked crafter. I'll go check after I pick up my guy. When I was testing, I think I did the onyx. I think I still want the onyx. Yeah, I want the onyx. Oh, but the opal matches my digs. I'll do that then. It's me. So oh, fun fact. Tenelativa, notice they kind of have a stutter. I based them off of a character in one of the Marvel universes. Wow, that's a broad spectrum, but maybe you'll figure it out. I don't know. I don't want to just... Do I want to just tell you? No. You can work on that. Anyway, Marvel. Like one of the movies. One of the spacier movies. That's enough. Oh, wait. Don't look at how many bush bucks I have. I'm flush with cash. Oh, the sea slug. It's so weird. It's like a Pikachu. I'll take it. Absolutely. Let me pick one. So I am going... No, I'm going for the Onyx. I'm going for the Onyx Hydra. He looks so cool. Can we have a Doctor Who event? There is already a Doctor Who event. I think we reran it. Oh no, we reran the time traveling car. Back to the Future. But I can look at, because that's when we introduced the TARDIS. Ooh, a Doctor Strange event. That's fun. Let's see. Rerun Doctor Who. Actually, with the Doctor Who event, I think we had a premium ranch item, one of the Weeping Angel statues, and when you look away, it comes at you. Doctor Strange mini event would be pretty topical, because doesn't he have a movie coming out? I think a Doctor Who event could be done really well with the Infinite Dungeons. Interesting. Oh. I'll think on that. Dragon Memo, thank you. Yeah, I'm not surprised you missed it, Whackcrafter. I think that was... Oh god. Sometime before 2015? Maybe in 2015? Definitely before 2016. That's when I started. Are you wearing a cloak, Nick? Am I? I've got a scarf on. That settles it. Spend at my store. Yeah, yeah. I made that dialogue. I don't have to read it. Cool. Yeah, so I have the red autumn scarf. Is that what you're looking at? Who was asking? Who was asking? Eva Brown says, I missed a suggestion to buy removal and downgrading of super trinket attributes with the flux dust. That would be cool. That would be cool. And a good way to use your flux dust. Not just to upgrade, but to customize. Oh, Printmaker was asking. Yeah, Printmaker is just a scarf. Barbzak asks, what mount do you have? As you can see, it is the ostrich. Ostrich. Shh, I still have to get my bandolier in this count. Don't judge me. Okay, anyway, getting my guy in here. So Onyx Hydra expires in 4 days. I'll miss you, buddy. Minus 0.5. Critter coaching. Cool. Oops. Barbzak, 9 years in December. Wow. Glad to have you. I think Eva Brown's also been around for quite a while. Oh, Barbzak, it was the ostrich. Just the classic ostrich. I think it was one of the first ones we sold. Here, I'll go to Clint. Clint Eastwood. Here, Whacked. I'll also look for the Griffin I was talking about. I'm pretty sure it's a mount. I'm pretty sure it's really cool. Oh, we have an eagle. Okay, so ostrich is one of the first ones. Llama tiger. which means you'll probably have to catch it either when there's a mount training thing for Copies of the Creature Collector or in a future pet mount sale, which I think we have the summer sale, the summer pet sale happening in August. Whoa, August is in like 2 days. Whoa. Okay, there's an eagle here. Oh, will this do Whacked Crafter? It's not a griffin, but a hippogriff. It's very cool. It's got very big wings. You should get it. Eva Brown says, I never buy the pets from events. Is there a way to buy them, any of them, not just the one you trained? Yeah. When you should I restart? Should I close the program? As soon as you're starting this quest, you have one of these, and you come back to the game, you'll see the pet packs. It'll be one for each of them. I should just show you. No, it's fine. You'll see the pet pack, so you can buy anyone you want, and you'll fully adopt that one. It doesn't have to be the one that you chose. And like if you buy all three in like the combo pack, then you'll adopt all three of them. It's just the one you're training. If you adopt that one, it'll keep the level. The other ones will just be brand new baby level 1s. For the moment, that'll be the only one, but maybe Georgia will want to make another griffin mount. She definitely is hard on her own old style and just likes recreating stuff. Always thinking her latest is the best. She's a very diligent artist. So maybe you'll see a new one, yeah. So, I answered that question. I answered that question. Answer that question. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, the butterflies. The butterflies are so good. The butterfly mounts Georgia made for spring 2017 or 18 were super cool. They had like transparent wings, so you could still see yourself when it was flapping. It's good. Barbzak, you like the butterflies. Would you like a moth? Like an equally big like moth mount? Or are those weird? They're really fuzzy. That could be nice. No moth, thank you. Would anybody like a moth mount? I thought they're pretty cool. Yeah, I actually don't think a moth mount's on our list at all. Sad. Oftentimes when Georgia and I are doing research for like pets and stuff, we'll just see surprisingly cute versions of creatures. Like when you see like a jumping spider, and you're like, these are normally horrendous, but this looks adorable. Printmaker says, will we have a chance to buy the Dark Unisys again in the future? Right, because that was a skin. Not planning to at the moment, and they're typically not included in sales, but it would be nice to include... have we done other mount skins for premium stuff? I feel like that was one of the few we did. Right. I could maybe, if I don't find any more creative, interesting way to do it, just toss it into the one of the Amicus merchants. What filter do you use? Try Premium. Primo. It's right at the beginning, so if you just scroll over to the right a bit from the All filter, you should be able to find it. Bam, power whack. Big money. I'm a millionaire. Oh, I coached the critters. Yeah, let me, if you don't find it before I turn in this quest, I'll show it to you. Wow. Such leveling. Amazing. I'd like to see my mount collection, so we're in all, here, I'll go to premium. And it's here. Whacked Crafter, are you seeing this? Should be on the front screen when you're on the premium one, bottom right, Hippogriff. Anyways, if you can't find that later, feel free to message me. Preferably a support ticket. You're looking at mounts and not pets, right? At Clint. Anyway, less than 2 minutes left. We're running out of time, so why don't we wrap this up? So I think we covered all the news. Thank you all for bearing with me for this one. It was just me. It's usually a lot faster, a lot easier with Georgia here, so thank you for just taking the time and just hanging out with me while we go through the news. Georgia should be back next week, I think. The following week, I'll be taking off the Friday for a vacation, so the stream won't be happening then. Forgive me. We should be back on track after that. So, thank you all for tuning in. It was our pleasure to hear from each of you. Please make sure you download and color that lion cat. Here, I'll show it again. Showing it again. Showing it again. Bam! You can find this on the media page. I believe I've already referenced it, linked it on the forum as well, and you'll probably see an in-game notification pop up next week reminding you to color it. He's adorable. Give him a name. You could do like a Scar Lion or like a Simba Lion. You know, you got options here. It's cute. So would love to see your submissions for that next week. And as always, I'd like to thank Sasha for moderating the chat, for Dylan and David for handling the technical side of everything, and for the whole Cena Games streaming crew. If you like the art streams, do yourself a favor and check out the Crusaders Weekly, the Sketching Hour, and Griddled Champions on our channel, which you're at right now, Twitch TV/Cena Games. Yes, it is a long weekend. For Canadians. Woo. Oh. Sorry, Quebec. Anywho, thank you all. Be kind, be safe, and we'll talk to you later. Have a great long weekend for those who have it, and otherwise just a normal weekend. See ya.